Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another breaking news live stream. Did I say live stream title? Okay. The government managed to win the vote on fracking. The Labour Party attempted to permanently ban fracking in this country, extracting shale gas, and the government managed to just about win that vote. There was a lot of rebellion. We have a lot of stories for you guys, updates right now on this live stream, so stay with us because there was some chaos and drama in the lobby when the MPs went to vote. There was a little bit of aggression from the whips. You had Wendy Morton, the chief whip of the Tory party who resigned, walking into the lobby and shouting, "I'm no longer chief whip," and apparently the Prime Minister Liz Truss was standing right next to her, so it was a bit embarrassing. So it's kind of like win-win. The Labour Party lost the vote, so they didn't manage to permanently ban fracking, but at the same time the government is still falling. We have Dan Hodges, is the government falling? Yes. Dan Hodges says the government is falling. So let's go to Chris Worrell. So Chris, a veteran activist and a very wise man who is very much an anti-NIMBY campaigner. What is your view on the Labour Party's attempt to permanently ban shale gas, and how do you feel that they lost?
Well, I'm actually in favour of fracking personally. I think it's a pro-growth agenda. Yeah. It's a shame the Labour Party didn't quite get on board with that.
But that wasn't the case before with the Labour Party during the Blair years and all those times.
No, well, I mean, I think the energy crisis is showing that we need to be a bit more self-reliant on these things, and having a national source of energy is something that Labour should really get behind. They made their decision on that. I think they're talking about local consent. I mean, it does feed into the NIMBYism. And
yeah, it's quite tricky, isn't it?
Ultimately, at the end of the day, we can't be allowing the anti-growth coalition that is NIMBYism to allow to control our politics, and unfortunately that's the way it is at the minute.
I mean, fortunately, the radical Labour side that wanted to permanently ban fracking, that they lost, but at the same time there's a bit of chaos in number 10 because MPs, as we see, keep coming out and their faces tell you a story that the government is falling. What is your view on that?
Well, I mean, this is a great time for Labour on the whole, and ultimately, Liz Truss has probably is the gift that keeps on giving. At the end of the day, we've seen Suella Braverman.
There's a guy chanting Maggie out. Maggie.
She's went a long time ago.
I think Maggie went out a while ago. So yeah, there's a guy chanting. Yeah.
But yeah, we're a really good place, and long may it continue from a Labour perspective. But I don't always agree with them.
So okay, the Tories, from the perspective of Tories, some people saying all this mess, and you remove Boris and you got Liz doesn't work out, and some of you want Rishi, some of you want Hunt. Some are saying for the sake of their Tory party, just bring back Boris. What is your view?
Well, you can bring back anyone right now, and I think
Labour
will still win. And Rachel Reeves is actually competent on the economic side of things. She's ex-Bank of England.
Rachel Reeves competent.
Yeah, well, that's what we disagree by her, but
Rachel Reeves competent.
Yeah, she's competent, but at the end of the day, more competent.
I mean, everybody's competent compared to the Tory cabinet.
But we're seeing the U-turns that the Labour Party are pushing on these things, and they're going to be taking that. We've taken tax breaks for the rich background, and the Tories are celebrating that as an outcome. So
yeah.
I know we won't agree on that, Tousi, but
yeah, we got the Labour Party cabal.
Yeah.
Pounding us.
Scratching at the door. Right?
Yeah.
See you later.
New Labour, new danger. So we had the Labour Party members and activists. They're giving their opinion on what's going on. I'm very appreciative that they're sensible, slightly more moderate Labour people are willing to come on the channel. The others, they don't even want to talk. So that's the problem. I mean, I still disagree with everything that they've said, but a discussion is very helpful. So let's go to the live chat. For those of you who joined just now, we've had obviously the update that we have no government, we have no Prime Minister essentially, and there's a number of Tory MPs here. I did check with them if they want to be in the video, but they don't want to talk right now. Everybody is a bit doom and gloomy. We have Graham Brady, who's just gone into number 10 Downing Street to speak to the Prime Minister. I think he's probably having a word, trying to tell her it's time to go, maybe, I don't know, we can't really speculate. But at the same time, the Labour Party at the the Labour Party, in the middle of all this chaos, still managed to lose the vote on fracking. Starmer and his cabal wanted to ban shale gas and extracting shale gas permanently. So the Tories managed to win that, but only by force, because Liz Truss basically told all the Tory MPs that it's a three-line whip. So if you don't vote with the government, you'll be out of the party. And the only reason the Tory MPs voted with Liz Truss was because so many of them have sent the letters of no confidence in against her. If they get suspended, their letters don't count. So they voted with Liz Truss just to make sure that their letters still count. Andrew, thank you so much for your super chat. Andrew says, we need a movement like Italy, upset all the wrong people, like BlackRock and Hunt and Co. And Hunt with the Silent Sea. Jeremy Hunt, the de facto Prime Minister, is also in the process of the reshuffle. I believe the video I've scheduled for tonight is already live. I'll double check. I think it went up at 8 p.m. About our de facto leader, Jeremy Hunt, essentially calling the shots, telling Liz Truss that she has to get rid of all the loyalists and bring back the wet Ramona Tories like Grant Shapps, and now obviously we have Jeremy Hunt himself, and we're going to see who's going to be the new chief whip. We'll find out that the real Pollyanna has just joined as a new supporter. Thank you so much for joining as a supporter. We have National Interest saying Reform UK, membership going through the roof, join now, Tories are toast. Actually, yes, I spoke to Richard Tice earlier, the leader of Reform, and he confirmed that thousands of Tories have now cancelled their membership and have now joined Reform. We have Andrea Walker of Talk TV. Andrea Walker of Talk TV, who's in a good mood.
I'm thinking of abusing you.
I mean,
Savile.
This is what.
Think of Savile.
This is what Westminster Bubble does that to you.
I used to be a normal person before I met you.
Oh.
But listen.
So, is the government falling? Is the government falling?
Hey, can I tell you something? It's a good pub, this. It's a good pub. All right. So
let's get serious.
Well, look at that. That is communism.
That's whiskey.
That is conservatism.
It's a scotch. It's whiskey.
It's whiskey.
It's whiskey.
Actually, it is.
Right.
Okay. So here's my message to everybody. First of all, we need to reopen our pubs, which is the most important thing. Reopen our restaurants, which is really important. The fact that I'm drinking in a pub, I think, is fine. But let me also say, conservatism is under threat. We got to fight for what we believe in. We've got to actually stand here and say, look, this government isn't perfect, but Keir Starmer, the guy did us all over.
But what a lot of people in live chat said, just give up and let's just all join Reform UK and create a big party.
Hey, look, I love 2 votes Tice. He's a good guy, right? But the problem is we have a political system that doesn't allow it. We've got, I'm going to tell all of you something. What camera do I look at?
That one.
Over there. Right, let me tell you something. The Conservative Member of Parliament for Windsor, great guy called Adam Afriyie, he is standing down. I got myself onto the executive of Windsor Conservatives, and what I'm going to do is ensure a decent, genuine Brexiteer, right-winger, Conservative gets that seat. The problem is we don't have good selection.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's just one area.
Let's not pretend that we're Reform. Let's not pretend we're anything else. Let's pretend we're Conservatives and admit the Conservative Party doesn't have Conservatives in it.
Yeah, I mean, most of the actual change has to be from the ground up. The roots of the problem is Tory HQ and this candidate selection.
What do you think we should do?
Well, first change Tory HQ, CCHQ, because then change the selection process in terms of the central list, and then you get the better people beyond the central list. Then you also then make sure that the right people locally are elected on the executive.
But I want to also point at your viewers now. Right? We have an allocation as the government, as the Conservative Party, for members of the House of Lords. Why the hell are we not putting this guy in the House of Lords? No.
Me and Nigel Farage in Lords.
But he's laughing. The reason he's laughing is because he's so used to hearing, the big business leaders. He's so used to hearing the lawyers. So used to hearing the barristers. But when are there actually going to be people who represent the entire country? 350,000 of you watch this channel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Hey, I'll tell you what. If a BBC show had that many subscribers, they'd be in the House of Lords 4 times over.
that's so true.
Mate.
We were actually outside BBC HQ earlier for we did a segment on Talk TV.
No, we got to talk about it. Look, we got to show off about our new TV show.
Yeah.
It runs Sunday night, Monday morning,
Yeah.
midnight on Talk TV.
Yeah.
You've got to watch it. It's fantastic.
That was the work that was. Yeah, we did a segment. Andre was outside BBC HQ asking BBC staff whether it's time to abolish the license fee. What was their reaction?
I mean, they weren't keen.
They love the gravy train. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got that to deal with. We got the Tory government who's not being conservative.
This is the most unflattering view of us we've ever had.
Exactly.
Like, normally,
the
what
lighting
you do,
is terrible.
No, what you?
There we go. The lighting is terrible.
Yeah, that's right. Look at that. Yeah,
Absolute chaos.
That's what I always do.
This is the content you don't get on BBC or Sky. Absolute chaos. Let's see who else is around. Let's go troll some MPs. Okay. I don't think anybody wants to talk right now, unfortunately. But if there is anybody, if you like fracking, scream. Anti-Grove Coalition.
Hey, talk to Matt. Go on.
So, do you like fracking?
Frack off.
Frack off. So, wait, what do you think of government falling?
Hasn't fallen, has it?
It's falling.
Oh, falling. Oh. Well, I think the government is falling.
Very good
That's what I
analysis.
think.
Very
That's what
good
I think.
analysis, everybody.
Yes.
I think it's time to wrap up. I think
Can I be with you on the wrap up?
Yeah. No, let's,
Wrapping up on behalf of my Tousi.
Is that it?
That's not how you do it, is it?
Thank you, guys.
He's no good, Harper Ward. He's no good. He also looks like David Morris, the MP from Morecambe.
That's
Google
true.
it.
I will keep you guys posted. Obviously, if there's any other update comes out with breaking news, I'll try to stay stable, not drink too much. But I will. I'm gonna have to let you guys go for now because it's absolute chaos in Westminster. And as I said, Reform UK are getting a lot of members from the Tory party. On my TC, and we are the media.